Look at how pretty that is, and it's just flowing water over rocks. I love it. Maybe I should have walked the other way. Mm. And it's not like I had actively changed stuff between the time that I last streamed and the first time I tried to stream again last week. It just stopped working. So I got a picture of these, which is one of the main objectives. There's a few objectives in this game. Isn't that crazy? It's a photography simulator game and there's objectives. But it's actually quite nice. Can I run? What was the run button? I think I'm running, technically. Maybe not. I don't know. I hear that noise sometimes, and I don't know what it is. It's like a firework or something in the distance. Here they are. So these are the photo objectives. They unlock new levels. Technically, I have the next level because I had already started playing this game. But yeah. I saw that mountain. Where is it? That one. There's a bridge, though. I don't know where that bridge is. I wish it wouldn't lag quite so hard, but... I love how the water looks. You know? It's very cute. The way the blue kind of sits in it. Whoops. Oh, I went too far. There we go. Got it. I can put my camera down. They're so peaceful. I saw on Twitter because the dev liked my tweet that I was going to be playing the game. How do I zoom out again? What is it? It's this one and then, nope, that's focus. There we go. Focus. Close enough. I do feel like the focus is kind of off as a mechanic compared to when I played the demo. And that just might be my PC. Because I'm playing at a lower quality. But as I was saying, on Twitter, I looked through the dev's Twitter posts and all that, and he has a big thread about the rendering and all that of and the overall like level layout of the game, and it's very cool. Those mountains in the distance are like 2D frames that are angled in a way that makes them look like they're going into the distance, but they're really just giant pictures, and they're like high res enough that you get that texture that's on them. But because of the angle and all that, it makes it look big and real in a way, even though it's technically just a 2D image compared to like these pieces, which are like, yes, 2D images, but they're properly like branched together and stuff. That's just like a plain, this is multiple objects shaped together. And it's very cool. Everything's very lovely. Don't ask me why I took a picture of that. I just, looking up at the trees, I was like, they're so big. I don't think I've ever been in a forest where like the trees are so big that like I have to look straight up, you know? To really like get an idea of how big they are. Like sometimes I might look up a little bit like this. But that's like, that means it's getting to about like right there, right? And that's not like a full looking up. If I was right underneath it, I would be looking straight up. But to see the tops of some of these, like even in the distance, I have to look straight up almost. It's crazy. I've never been around trees that big. I like that. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Oh, I took it too fast. Hold on. I want the house to be kind of blurry. There we go. Very dreamscape-like. I feel like I vaguely remember there being something in the wood. Yeah. Secret item. We love secret items in simulator games. I like how dark it is under here. Hold on. I like how different that is in contrast. It's very nice. I just remembered that there's some stairs over here. And I want to see if I can get on them. See that? There's a big old platform up there. I want to get up there. I want to get up there so bad. I don't know how. How do I get over there? There's a little path there. How do I get to that path? How do I get over there? Oops, that's a boundary. Hold on. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do it. There's like a little bug or something flapping its wings around. Let's see. And it's not like this is a crazy game where you gotta see every little thing that's happening or anything. So, let's see. I want to try finding a path over there. There's a boat. There's a boat. Can I get on a boat? I wonder if there's a boat somewhere that I can get on and come over. Because it's a pretty big lake. Kind of doubt it, but... Where's the hurt in trying? I mean, Scuff just builds character. You're not wrong. A little bit laggy, but still better. Yeah. I mean, it's also a photography game, so, like, it's not like we're watching super high quality characters talk to each other or something like that. Crouch a little bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Let's see. Considering some streams I've seen, it's watchable. That's good to know. I know there's definitely people who are moving like at 2 frames a second, so but it's not quite that bad. I really like the way that lighting just kind of like cuts off on places. Like, it's so dark here, but it's so bright right here. Just a nice little thing about nature and all that, you know? Audio is all that matters for me. I can understand what you're saying, so that's funny. That's good. I'm glad it didn't interfere with the audio, at least. Let's see. Can I walk over here? I can. Hello. How far can I go? I can go pretty far. Is there something back here? Oh, I can't go any further than that. Okay. I feel like I must be able to do something back here. If I can get back here. Let's see. Actually, I kind of like how red the mulch is over here. Whoops. Wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. I've seen streams where listening to them feels like deciphering an ARG. Oh, that's never great. Let's see. Can I walk over here? I like all this foliage too. It's very nice, very thick coverage. You know what I mean? Like, it looks the way I expect a certain foliage like this to grow in like a dark forest section. Very nice. Oh, I still have my camera out. Hold on. There we go. They're so tall. I can't think of, like, a forest that I've been to that has trees even half this size. Like, that is, like, a known forest or something like that. I've always wanted to go to, like, a national park and just walk around, you know? There's a building back there. Let's focus, maybe? We'll try walking over to it. Whoa, I started leaning there. You have a picture toggle for your model? It's so cute. Thank you. Yeah, because I made my model. I decided to make a little camera thing. Sometimes I don't do it because it takes an extra button to do, but I figured it would be nice. I was very excited for this game, which is why we're still streaming even with all of the lag. So, but it's very nice. I figured it was a nice little thing to do. I want something kind of foreground-ish. But I don't want it covering up the curve of the beach. That works. Okay, I have to crouch now. We might actually angle up just a tiny bit more so that I can crouch. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. You can toggle it to the same button as the camera toggle in game. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you toggle it to the same button? I can't. I am running VideoTube, and it has a built-in like Stream Deck option, but my Stream Deck can't run the game controls through the VideoTube controls. There's probably a way to do it. I didn't have the time to think of a way to do it, you know? I had more of the time to draw it rather than do the whole rigging of it. Speaking of which, I found out that VideoTube now has a full version. I'm technically using VideoTube Mini, which is like, it's lightweight, but it has a few less options and means of what can be animated and stuff within it. You can import GIFs for like your model and all of that, but I found out that the full version is essentially like PNG Tuber Plus, which I'm very excited for. I might try that out at some point. Get a few more frames moving on the model and all of that. Let's go check out this house. Or not. It looks like it's blocked off. There's a little pathway over there. Can I jump it? No, I can't. I don't have a jump button. I can walk past that if I really wanted to. Maybe it's someone's like luxury home. I don't know much about VTuber Studios, TBH. I just work here. That's fair. I didn't really expect you to. It's just some people ask when you mention model stuff. So I always try to mention the program so that if people are interested, they have the names of stuff to check out for themselves. Oh, there's a little path up here. I can't go over there, but I can go up here. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, Dead Rose. Let's zoom out a little bit. Whoops. I want to focus further back. If I can. Maybe I can't. It's a little too straight on. There we go. That's a little better. Ooh. I do have some VTuber PNG tuber friends, so I'm actually surprised I don't know about this. Oh. Yeah, Mini is one of those programs. VideoTube Mini is one of those programs that I think a lot of people don't know about, but a lot of people do use. A lot of PNG tubers do use it. I think the full version is pretty new still. The developer runs it through their Ko-fi as like a subscription because it's still in like early testing. I kind of like this too. But it's very nice. It's much more lightweight compared to like PNG Tuber Plus as well. So, and it still uses spout capture. If you're someone with a potato PC, that means it'll captured a little easier on your system and GPU and all of that than some other programs. There's a bridge over here. Oh, I bet this is the other photography spot. So that mountain is back there. That's very nice. I kind of naturally came this way, but it means I avoided this house over here, so let's go back. I like this. Hold on. Hold on. See something I like, stop to take a picture. We're touching digital grass, so I want to get a little further over this way. There we go. I like the way that the shadows hit the water. It's very nice. Makes it kind of flat looking, but in a like natural way, you know? It even like goes through the water, actually. You can see it all the way down there. So like there's the shadow, but it actually goes all the way down to the bottom. It's very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. No fishing mini game, 0 out of 10. I know. I do have little items. Hold on. I have an SLR camera. I found this. I had started playing the game to be sure like it worked. Hold on. I gotta zoom out a little bit. But right now I have an SLR camera, and the other item I have is paper planes. Oh, that would not go very far at all. But you can see, like, I just press a button and it throws it. There it goes. I love the way it crashed through. Does really look good, actually. You can have found film footage. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely like the vibe of the SLR camera. Let's see. I want to change this one. Nope, this one. There we go. But I think it's very cool. Just to even have the option to do that. Very nostalgic almost. I think the filter on it is a little heavy, just like a tiny bit. But, oh, I can't come through here. What if I just take a picture of the padlock? Now that feels like the beginning of a found footage film. You're littering? No, I promise, I'm not. I'm really not. Littering on stream? No! I swear, that's not what I'm doing. It's just paper. Maybe it's like biodegradable. Straight to jail. No! I promise. I'm throwing another one. I like the way it crashes in the water. It's very nice. Oh, it's sitting on the surface. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Boop. It's sinking so slowly, actually. It's biodegradable paper. We're not gonna worry about it. Yeah. Let's see. I thought there was a picture that I had to take over here. Maybe it's here? Hold on. I think it's here. Doesn't look like it's biodegrading to me. No, it is. Watch. Ready? See, it stays there, but the second I throw another one... Oh. I expected the both to disappear, or the first one to disappear when I threw this... Why is it jittering like that? Wait. Why is it jittering? Oh no, it's ruled lined paper. It's totally not biodegradable. I apologize. They totally disappeared the last time I did this. When I threw a new one. They're different colors too. Or maybe it's just the lighting. Now I'm littering. Now I'm definitely littering. I want to see how many I can generate, though. We're definitely lagging out because of it. Hold on. I'm just gonna take a picture of it. Zoom out a little bit. Crouch. Nope. Crouch. Nope. Crouch. Nope. Crouch. There we go. Perfect. Crashes deserved for littering. Yeah. No physics for walking through it, though. Let's see. There we go. All right, we're walking away from it. We're walking away. There's little objectives for this game as well, which I mentioned earlier, but it's very interesting to have little objectives in this. It's just a picture game. Can I get down there? I kind of want to take a picture on the beach. I don't think I can. I think it's all walled off. But I just noticed there's smoke coming off. I pressed the wrong button. There's smoke coming off the top of that. So that means there's somebody in there. But it's like locked off. Why is that? Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna cough. There we go. All good. Let's see. And there's little secret items too in certain places. I got a little box earlier. Well, I can't take a picture of the mountain from this bridge, so there must be another bridge. I like how tall the grass is. It's very nice. Very marsh-like. I like those tree roots. I would definitely trip. Maybe there's a secret fishing minigame? You know? Maybe. If you can, like, find a fishing rod or something, maybe? There's a little path here. I can see it. Look at that log. Can I go further back? Ooh, secret! Another paper plane? Oh, I think it's a different color. Actually, I think it's faster. Hold on. Wait, why didn't it... Hold on. Where's my paper plane? There it is. It is faster. Hello, Arshvin. Welcome back. Another litter there before you? Yeah, that's how I got the first paper plane, actually. I just picked it up and let me take it. Someone called my name, I heard paper. No. You're good, paper. We found another paper plane, though. Oh, there's an actual path here. Hold on. That means I might have missed something down here. Let's walk around a little more. But I think this one is actually faster than my last one. Look at that. It goes so much straighter in the line. It's very nice. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Wow. I wonder what it's like to live near a mountain. I imagine in some way it's kind of scary, like... Because, like, I don't know, earthquakes and stuff. What's that snow problem that happens? Like, where the snow starts melting and it turns partially water and also dirt and all of that? And it can, like, not avalanche, but, like, it falls off, you know? It's very... It sounds scary to happen. I never thought about that. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's mudslides. I think it's something like that. There's like a specific name for it. It's not quite mudslides, but it's specifically when the snow mixes and sinks into the dirt and then it melts over time. I don't know. But it like breaks foundation stuff and all that. I learned it in I had an environmental class a few years ago that I learned about it from. We were learning how like certain rocks break more easily than others, like how limestone makes easier sinkholes because the limestone eats away over time. There was like a big sinkhole in Florida at one point that just like happened one day, but it had happened because the limestone underneath this like small town was slowly being eaten away at by years and years of water damage. So I wonder what it's like to like live by a mountain where it's not underneath you that you have to worry about, but like above you. It sounds scary, but I wonder how often they actually like think about that, you know? Mountains can block winds, so it'd be pretty still at times. Yeah. I imagine not having windstorms and stuff like that would be nice. But I mean, then you would have probably pretty heavy snowfall without it getting dispersed and all that. Wow. It's so pretty. It's just nice to kind of look at. I like how heavy it all is. Camera up. You never really think about everything mountains do. Yeah. You think about, like, when people talk about climbing mountains, but you don't really think about them as a foundational aspect of the area. Oh, man. I like it. I like this area. Ooh, flowers. Let's see. I think they're a little low resolution because I have the resolution turned down. Let's see. Boop. Probably loop back around to the photo board to see what photos I have left, and then switch levels. There's quite a few levels in this game, actually. I know one of them is a specialty Annapurna one. Ooh. 2 of 8. Oh, so all 8 are on this level. Oh! Unlocked another level. Hell yeah. That was Japan. Okay. This one's Australia. It doesn't... Oh, it does say which ones these are. This one's Iceland. I think the Iceland one is one that I saw a lot in the original trailers, but I've never actually played it. I think the demo included the Australia one and Japan. I think one of these is also like a specialty level. Oh, there's actually quite a few. Way more than I thought. I'm pretty sure one of these is a specialty level for Annapurna itself. But maybe you have to unlock that after you gather the special items and stuff. Okay. I love the aesthetic of Japan, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's super, like... I don't know what it is about the way the architecture, like, lines up so well with the environment. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. And it's just all very nice. I was talking about Eurocamp earlier because of the... Oh. Fast travel, okay. Use the camera to take a photo. This will save your location and camera settings. Open the photo browser from the menu by holding X. Photos available for fast travel will have an icon on the bottom right corner. Press X to return to location and restore saved camera settings. Oh. Okay. That's nice to know. Oh, does that mean that I can go back to the photo board really fast? Hold on. Let me just make sure there's nothing else around here. Actually, I guess in that case, I can just teleport right here. Oh, hell yeah. Taking photos often will help you avoid backtracking or getting lost. Very nice. Okay. Because it is actually a pretty big level. Like, we just walked around a whole entire lake in what? Like 30 minutes? 40 minutes? So, that's nice. That's probably about how long it would take in real life, too. If you were, like, just walking and not really, you know, taking in the environment too much. So that's nice. Oh, yes, this is the beginning of the level. Okay, let's fast travel to the photo board then and see what specific ones from this level we're missing. Let's see. There. Haha! Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, we're still missing 2. Oh, I don't know where that one is. Maybe that's earlier? This is the house that's over there. We might try to look for this one first and then fast travel over to the house then. Oh, maybe I'll look up here. I definitely like that idea, though, to have the fast travel like that. I considered being a photographer, but then I found out being tall would be inconvenient for it. I think it would be nice for, like, certain styles of photography. Like, I'm sure it would be nice for environment photography like this. You'd have a high ground option for that. And I feel like with digital photography, if you're taking, like, portraits and stuff, it wouldn't matter too much, but I suppose I don't know. But I also considered photography for a long time. We had a photography class in my high school, but the teacher was kind of so bad that I think she convinced people not to pursue it anymore. It was nice, though, because we had Photoshop. Which version was it? Photoshop CS6? Also the pay? Yeah. I've heard that photography pay is pretty bad, especially since most of it is gig-based. If you're doing certain styles of it. Like, was that a creature? Yo, was that a creature? Hold on. Sorry. I totally saw something, like, run across just now. Right? That was totally like an animal just now, right? The creature feature. Featuring the creature. Yeah. That was totally like an animal just now, right? I'm not going crazy? Maybe I am. Oh, wait, this is it. This is the photo. Hold on. Boop. I suppose if you're taking bridal photos and stuff like that, wedding photos, then it can be especially bad having to deal with people and like a very specific pay. I didn't see anything. No, I totally saw something. I'm not going crazy. Oh, another box. Another box. Nice. They must be close to the photography spots then. Same with being a writer. Just kept it as a hobby. I can see it. I can see that working as well. I like to think that I'm trying to keep streaming and like video making as a hobby, but also like I would much rather have it as work if I had the option, because I have enough things that I could do as a hobby instead of, you know, streaming and video making. But it kind of it's difficult. It's difficult to figure out sometimes. Oh, excuse me. Oh, this is the other photo that I have to do. I didn't realize it was up at the top here. That's nice. Okay, let's teleport. Fast travel. Hold on. A little further back. There we go. Yeah, very nice. Just limited my options in the field, and I don't want a field where my height just limits my options. I get that feeling too. I really like dyeing my hair and stuff like that. I recently bleached my hair, and the only reason I could really do that is because of the place that I work. Being okay with it. The last place I worked, though, you could not dye your hair unless it was a natural color. You couldn't, like, wear certain nail polishes if they weren't natural, like manicure colors and stuff like that. And that was kind of sad, I think, because it's one of those things where you could just, like, wear pink nail polish and nobody would really care, you know? So, ooh. Excuse me. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I know where this goes. I know where this goes. Yes! We get a boat! I'm so glad I took a picture of that lock now. But I get that. Not wanting, like, your physical attributes to things that you can't change by yourself to interfere with something like your job, because, you know, it's just not something that you think about. Because you would think that, oh, it doesn't matter, just being a little taller. Hell yeah, girl, as long as you commit to the fit aesthetic, you dye your hair. Yeah. Part of the reason I bleached my hair was because I wanted a lot more... Ooh. Am I driving the boat? I am, okay. I was doing I'm doing a lot more wearing of, like, punk styles and stuff like that. And it was just nice, you know? It gave me another part of expressing my style that I didn't have for a really long time. In high school, actually, I had dyed my hair, like, bubblegum pink. And it wasn't to be, like, cutesy. I just really liked it, you know? I liked it as a color, and my hair is naturally dark enough that as it started to grow out and I, like, lost some of the color, it started to look like Neapolitan ice cream, and I really liked that. I thought that was very cute, but also very, like, fun aesthetic-wise. My hair was brown. There was a little bit of blonde that was almost bleach vanilla white, and then it was the pink. It was very cool, and it's one of those things that I wish I had been able to keep it longer, because it was just nice to have something so strikingly visually expressing myself a little bit, you know? I did notice too, like, after I dyed my hair at school, there were a lot of other people who were willing to dye their hair at that point, because it's not like they had restrictions on it. My school didn't. My school was actually pretty open and cool about that kind of thing. And it was nice to, like, see that kind of wave out, you know? I hate when people dye their hair but don't commit to their new aesthetic. Yeah. It's one thing to, like, dye your hair a certain color or, like, really go in on a certain look, but if you're gonna do it, you have to be willing to, like, do it pretty often too. I think sometimes it's okay to, like, let yourself be okay with not committing to it all the time. That would be pretty exhausting. There was a YouTuber that I was watching at one point. What's their name? She's a fashion YouTuber. She talks a lot about trends and stuff like that. And she talks about how kind of exhausting it was to 100% be full in style every single time she went to do something. And it kind of made her feel like she wasn't really understanding her style anymore. It wasn't making it as strong and can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but it kind of watered down as people started to, like, not just, like, recognize her for it, but try and not copy it, but take elements of it and not understand why she was choosing those elements of it. And that's one of those things where, like, as I have personally started, like, figuring out my style a little bit more, I think about it and I'm like, all right, if I'm going to be wearing this graphic t-shirt, is it just going to be a graphic t-shirt and some jeans? Or, like, am I going to commit to maybe putting on a sheer shirt underneath it or something like that to add, like, a pop of color? Or am I going to wear matching colored jeans or something like that? And I've gotten a lot better at that over the last couple of years too, which is very nice. It's one of those things that I hadn't considered before, but I kind of like thinking about now, you know? I'm a nerd, and I still have, like, nerd aesthetic in my style. And it's not the focus of my style, but it's still there, you know? It still allows me to express that in an everyday kind of way. That's understandable. For me, I have a variety of aesthetics, so I just change it if I feel my style is getting stale. Yeah. I like mixing aesthetic stuff too. I love, what's the word? The dichotomy sometimes of having two different styles right next to each other. That's always great. I'm a cosmetologist, so it's literally my job to do stuff like this. Oh, nice. Oh, I guess I just walked out of the level. Ooh. Wait. Different seasons? We get different seasons? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I didn't see what that said. Oh, no. Well, it's fine anyways. Hell yeah. I work at a special effects makeup shop. Wow, that's so pretty. Wow. You both went very different with your responses to that, but they're both very good. What a beautiful forest. I'm sure it wouldn't happen I'm sure it wouldn't happen something if I start a fire. No! I mean, it's also winter, so I'm sure it's not gonna do much. That pop-up was just telling you how to avoid the creature and not die of hypothermia. No worries. Gosh, I hope not. This is where I saw the thing too. Move across the way. That's so silly. I wonder if the lake is frozen then. If I can walk across the lake. Wow. I just love the way the fog is sitting. It's kind of beautiful. Gosh, I hope I didn't miss anything important in that. Oh, I can't walk in the water. Imagine this game turns into a horror game, full-on trees start breathing type horror. Oh, when that happens in what's the word? The name of the movie? The Ari Aster movie, where the girl goes to the European country with her friends and they get high and the trees are like breathing. Oh, that, ugh. I didn't like that. It's so pretty. I like it. I just love the way the sun comes through like this low-hanging cloud, essentially. I wonder what would have happened if I went on the other path then from the boat. I love horror games where it's subtle ramping up, like just starting a cute picture game, no jump scares, just eerie environments and an existential horror. Honestly, if this was a horror game, I would kind of dig it. Just watch out for the creature. I very much like... I wouldn't say I am a huge fan of Doki Doki Literature Club, but I love the way that it sort of cemented that sort of back and forth of a cute game that can still be a horror game. It's very nice. Or like a horror game hidden within another game. There was one that I was watching Gab Smolders play a while ago that was a horror game, but then over time turned into like a sci-fi game. Same with My Side. My Side is another one that I have seen pop up recently, and I feel like if people hadn't kind of spoiled that it was a horror game, it probably would have gone a little further. I feel like people were very good about not mentioning that Doki Doki turned into a horror game by insisting that like it's just a really good story game. And I think that's kind of where the difference between the two shows. Like, you can definitely, like, kind of, not quote-unquote trick somebody into playing Doki Doki and getting scared by it, but it has a better chance of surprising someone in that way. I think people kind of spoiled my side in that sense, because those kinds of games don't get talked about a lot. The ones where you have, like, the 3D girlfriend that you're hanging out with, because there's actually quite a few of those games. But that one, I think, blew up so much that it was kind of obvious that it was also a horror game. But I don't think that was bad, you know? I think it was probably a good way to make people actually play it. Because I think some people are uncomfortable with those 3D girlfriend games. So, my side is definitely one of those games that I'm still not really sure if I want to play it or not. But it looks really good. Everyone that I've seen play it, like, enjoys it, so. There was another one that I was thinking about. What was it? Oh, that Gab Smolder's game. Let me finish that thought. It started off as a horror game and then turned into kind of a sci-fi game where the guy was, like, stuck in his house being haunted by creatures and all that. But then it turned out that he was, like, part of an experiment where they were subjecting him to, like, essentially hallucinogenic stuff and making him wander through this labyrinth that looked like his house and replacing his memories so that he thought it was his house, but it wasn't really his house. And it was interesting. It was still very horror-esque, but it had such nice sci-fi elements that it felt like a genre twist still. And I think that's why, like, my side and Doki Doki are so good, is because they're not just, like, making a horror game hidden in a cute game. They're twisting the genre of horror games, or the genre of visual novels, or any of that. They make it interactive in a different way than what people expect. And that's, I think, what makes them really, really good. Oh. Oh, hell yeah, another camera. This one's a film camera, I assume. Hold on. Let's see. Can I zoom at all? Nope. It's a film camera. We'll try it over here. If you want some good unique horror games, try Dredge and It Steals. Yeah, Dredge is another one that I saw Gab play. Wait, I can't go up here anymore? Oh, I went too far. It Steals, I think, is one that I haven't heard of. But Dredge is definitely one that I know is very popular right now. Because it's a fishing game, right? So, it's kind of surprising people in that way. Hold on. Ooh, it's so much quieter. No big click or anything. It Steals is like $6 and Dredge is pretty cheap. Yeah. There's been quite a few, Hold on, I heard something. I'm hearing something. It's like a little ping sound. Hold on. There's like a little ping sound or something that I'm hearing. You know, like when you're near the special coin and there's like a little ding sound. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. So that does make a sound when you're near it. Oh, I just love... I love the way the camera has its own filter and stuff for each one. It's very nice. She's going crazy again, chat. Listen! I'm not. I'm really not. Oh, I can just pull out the boat at any time? Wait. Hell yeah. Okay. We're just gonna go straight back over to that little perch again then. I wasn't going crazy that time though. There was actually a box there. Eldritch games, those have been popping off quite a lot, which is interesting to see. I think people are I don't know what it is. It's not that they're wanting some more existentialism or something like that. It's kind of that they are looking for something that hasn't been said a lot in the horror space, which is something that is kind of not surprising. I think there's a lot of different horror games these days, but there wasn't a lot of well-done Eldritch stuff for a while. You hit instant transmission to the boat. Whatever you see, you can hear anything past all that horn. Yeah. Hold on. No worries, Paper. We'll be here. Hold on. I'm turning the boat. There we go. What's that other game? That Eldritch dating game? I was really excited for the second one with the goat mom. The goat mom. The goat Eldritch god. I can't remember. Because I played the demo for that, and it was actually pretty fun to play. Now that the mods are gone, it's time for Evil Rose. I'm still here, Rose. I'm watching the chat. It's on site. The Dating Cthulhu game? Yeah! I had played that, previously, like a really, really long time ago, the first one, on stream. And I quite like it. I had watched people play it as well. It's one of those games that, it's very fun, but it is done really well because people cared about making it fun, you know? Wait, where am I going? Am I going over to the house right now? Isn't the house this way? What's this path? I feel like I'm looking into the past or something. Where are we going? Yeah, me stealing your wallet, dummy. No! That thing is locked down. You can't get to it. Did I just walk back to the path? I think I did. I did. Can I walk back up there now? Or did I just lock myself out of there? No, I can walk back. Oh, that's interesting. Man, what was it called? I really enjoyed that game, though. I loved watching people play it, too, because everyone played it just a little bit differently. But everyone had fun with it, because it knew what kind of, like, game it was. I like those kinds of games, too. The ones that both surprise you are very nice, but also the ones that lean into what they know that they are is great. Look at all that. Look at all that. It's so pretty. I love it. My favorite visual novel-esque game recently was A Date with Death. I've seen that one. I've considered playing it for a bit now. I added it to like my Steam library. There were quite a few games on itch as well that are dating sims that I was like, maybe I'll try playing that at some point. I used to do demo days a really, really long time ago before I had this account. Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's turning into a horror game. Hold on, let me switch to the SLR camera. Hold on. No. SLR. No, SLR. I want my found footage. Okay. That game was the first game I ever played where almost all of the choices had options of things I'd legitimately say to people. Yeah, there was one that I played that was... I'll talk about it after we figure out if this is a horror game now. Holy cannoli. Wait, this is crazy. I'm purposely walking slow right now. The world's like falling away. Whoa. Whoa. I'm the person that would walk towards the Eldritch God. I would accept my fate. Oh. Oh. I just got a Steam achievement. Wait, this is crazy. Okay, there's two places I can go. I imagine that is back to where I was, because it looks like a level. But this is a little different. I love this. Wait, I love this. You're in the void. Congrats, girly pop. Thank you. I totally was not expecting this at all. I love this. Oh, there's like a white noise. Can I take pictures? I can! Okay. Hold on. I have to go back into the void space because I want to take a picture of it in the void space. Because I expect it's really beautiful in the void space. Oh, I love it. Can I get DSLR? That's film. It's digital. That's DSLR. No? There we go. Oh, DSLR is the... I see. I wasn't mixing them up. Yes. Okay, we're going into the new place now. I'm so excited. Oh, I touched it. Wow, look at us. Finding secrets in the first level. Whoa. Actually, though, this might actually be like an eldritch space or something, though. It's giving Cthulhu has been summoned and you are finding out. You know, like someone has accomplished the ritual and it's a new day. Wow. I love how blue it is. Wow. don't know if March is the right word, but I love it. Are we sure this isn't a horror game? I'm pretty sure. You know, I haven't read all of the dev notes logs, but you know, I would think they would seed a little bit more spoopiness into the trailers. Just a tiny bit, you know? I'm sure this is like a secret level. Just love how blue it is. This is giving Death Stranding, which is also one of my favorite games. What's that place that Death Stranding is based on? The like volcanic lands. And there was a specific place that they based it on. I just love it. Filter let practice session. Okay. Filter. Use the D-pad to adjust camera settings. Use up and down to adjust. Okay. Oh, that's very nice, actually. Oh! I didn't do that. I wish I had the patience for Death Stranding. It's actually... I can't say that because it's my favorite game, but I was gonna say it's not actually that long. But it kind of is. I literally played it for like 2 years almost. Just wait for Glimbo the Goblin to round the corner and scream at you. You escaped the mainframe? I probably did a little bit. I love that fog. Hold on. Hold Y to exit tutorial. Okay. I am kind of getting Death Stranding vibes though. The texture and like layout of the ground is very similar. But Death Stranding, I think, moves faster than it seems like it does. It's one of those games that has a really long story to it, but most of the game is gameplay once you get to a point. You can literally make it about nothing but gameplay. And that's kind of what I love about it and why I'm excited for the second one. Because it's also a place that I kind of loved getting lost in. Like, if I got lost in Death Stranding, I wasn't really worried. I was like, okay, what am I gonna find? What new, like, type of exploration am I gonna do with this? So it's just one of those things where I think the game seems really daunting, especially when you just started at the beginning, but it's really about the gameplay. But again, it's my favorite game. It's one of my favorite games ever, so this looks like an obelisk almost. It's just a normal rock, but it's very obelisk-like the way it's placed. I suppose I didn't have to change our location. The game just did it for me. Oh, I think there's a geyser over there. We're going that way. Actually, that's clearly a boulder, not a rock. Listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Rocks are boulders, but not all boulders are rocks. I love the way that nature kind of does stuff. Excuse me. Like the way this moss grows across certain parts of the ground, but not of the rocks themselves. But sometimes, like on the very tops and stuff like that, it's almost like grass, but it's not really. It's very nice. I think this is hot spring. There's definitely a waterfall over there, though. Whoa! Hello. That was the Eldritch God. I'm sure of it. He's watching us. From somewhere. I'm gonna try zooming in. It might not be rendering it quite the right way because of my settings right now. That's very nice. It's almost like a spring. He's always watching. And we appreciate it, honestly. We need someone to be watching. Oh, there's a little photo board. Oh, that looks like a path I can cross. Photo board. Oh, there's glaciers. That's a glacier, right? Hold on. Yeah. There's a boulder. A little pathway. Imagine this is the top of that waterfall. Maybe it's somewhere else, though. That one's really nice. Alright, let me see what the location is for this. Oh! It's Iceland! It's the other level. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Oh, so there is a portal, I guess, on each level, maybe? But this is Iceland. So Iceland connects to Italy. I wonder why it teleported me to that. I don't know if I want to explore this one just yet. I kind of want to go to Japan. Let me take a picture of this, though. So we have it. Yes, as geography does, Iceland connects to Italy. Yeah, you didn't know that? You didn't know that, like, the Eldritch God connected the two for us, like, however million millennia ago? You didn't know that? I think they started monetizing the transportation between it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. If, like, an Eldritch God connected parts of the world and people could figure out a way to, like, make you pay to go to one or the other, they probably would. Alright. We're gonna switch to Japan, then. And we'll come back to Iceland another time. Japan! Oh. Oh. Look at that. I got a photo spot right off the bat. Did you know that you're not supposed to take a picture of this side of it? I forgot the part of history where Yabingo, the Eldritch deity, connected places through portals to monopolize public transportation. Yeah, I really hate it when he did that. I mean, people just, like, took advantage of it as much as they could. All right. Well, I was saying, you're not supposed to take a picture of this side of it, even though there's like words and characters here. You're technically not supposed to. I guess not acknowledge, but like, it's not for you to see technically, in like a spiritual sense. It's you entering the gates, and then these are like blessings or something like that, and it's like words and information and prayers and stuff like that. But you're not like, this is not the part that you need to acknowledge. It's this way. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I saw that a really long time ago on like some pictures that people were taking, and I was like, oh, I see. People were talking about like the way foreigners take pictures of it versus the way locals do. And it's because of that like difference of understanding of what they symbolize, I guess. The way it works. Welcome back, Paper. Do I still have my I don't have my paper planes anymore. Or my cameras. My DSLR and all that. I don't have that anymore. Maybe there's different ones on each level. I want to go this way. There's a giant red thing over there. Come on, crouch. How will you litter now? I don't know how I'll do it. But I'll find a way. Maybe they'll give me like an origami or something like that. Like a throwing star. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just more gates. More Torii gates. A little clearing. Oh, there's a sign over there. Oh, this is the correct way. Okay. I might have just cut through the level a little bit. But I mean, whatever. Please go right way. Long exposure practice session. Shooting modes can be changed from the setting in the top left corner. Whoops. Long exposure practice session. Measured in seconds, the shutter speed adjusts the amount of time the shutter is open while taking a photo. Shorter values are ideal for a sharper image. Longer values enable you to create motion blur from movement or long exposure images. Long exposures use one image to capture a full range of motion. To see this effect, try walking directly forward while the shutter is open. While taking the picture, long exposure can be used to create motion trails from moving objects. Oh, I see. So go the right way. Yeah, okay. I get it. Awesome. Okay. That's good to know. I was thinking about that earlier when I saw some of the rivers. I was like, it would be nice to get a longer exposure for that. I should change that setting. Hold on. Fetcher priority. Do I want manual? I think I want automatic for now. Just so we can get through stuff. No, hold on. It says go the right way. We will go the right way. Maybe there's something blocking the path on the left side. Haha! Look at this. I've already gotten 2 pictures of the objective photos now, and I haven't even seen the photo board. Maybe the left way is for the gods. And not for humans. You know, there was a game that I played recently. It was a Capcom game. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was super fun. It was like a strategy, almost like tower defense, but you had little soldiers, and it was all like Japanese styled aesthetics and stuff like that. It was very nice. It was probably one of my favorite games last year. Was it last year? I think it was. I want to say it was called Kinusugami, but I don't think that's correct. Can I get a soda? Oh, are they going to give me a soda can? I would love that. A Japanese soda can? Let's see what we got. Hold on. Nope. We have lemonade, pomegranate. I can't read what that one is. Blueberry, mint, and fruit pit? Does that say fruit pit? Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit. Okay. Nani? That's like a screaming person. That's very scary. I imagine that's an energy drink. Apple. Pomegranate. Tangerine. Raid? Radin? That looks like a beer. Honestly, that looks like an American beer. Very Budweiser-esque. Monda. Very nice. I love it. Oh, let's zoom out. Let's go up the mountain. Or maybe that way? I don't know. I just kind of started wandering around, so... Oh. That's definitely a little god right there. Oh, maybe each level has... Yeah. Yeah, that's a collectible. There's 9 on this one, okay. So each one has a different little... a little thing. Different little collectible. Have to watch out for foxes now. Inari. Statues. Oh! I think I just got teleported. Oh, maybe I'm on the path right now. The path, that it showed on the mountain. Maybe I just took the shorter way around. Or I'm going backwards or something. Wow. I kind of liked the little blur. Hold on. We're gonna get a little blur on it. Yeah. Very dreamy. I love it. I love it. I wish I could read Japanese, but I don't have the patience. I've tried so many times to learn hiragana and katakana, and I just can't do it. My mind isn't there anymore. My mind don't have the focus. excuse me, simply learn Japanese. You know, you're not wrong. Cat! I'm not going crazy. There's animals in this game. Are we... Did it say we were in Kyoto? I was about to say, are we in Kyoto? That's very Kyoto-esque. But it might not be. Whatever you say, Grandma. No! I promise I'm not going crazy. I promise. I wonder how many photos, like photo references, they actually got to make the game, you know? Because I feel like all of these are really nice little details. Like the structure layout of things is very nice. Little crouch. Look at his little mouth. Boop. The way signs look and all of that. He probably took like 4K high-res photos and implemented them as textures. It's very nice. My issue is I already know 2 languages, 3 would be a bit much. I can imagine that. I had started learning Italian in high school. We were required to take, oh hell yeah, picture, new camera. Oh, very nice. Back to the digital camera. It looks slightly different than the other one did. But I had started taking Italian in high school because we were required to take one foreign language class. And I had thought about taking Spanish, but I was really... This is gonna be such a weeb thing to say. I was really into Hitman Reborn at the time, and it was very intriguing to me to think about, like, learning Italian. It seemed like such a unique option, so I took Italian. I was born in Germany, so I know German. Parents moved me to America a while back, so I know English. So I now know English. Oh, that's nice. It's interesting to think, like, someone can learn a language simply by having to move, and having to adapt to living in a different place, which is kind of why I've been thinking about trying to go to Japan, just even for like a few months, because then I would kind of have to learn some of the language, right? Even if I felt like I couldn't learn it on my own, but I don't know. I was like 10, so I had plenty of time to learn. Yeah. When I was in high school too, and I was learning Italian, there was a lot of time actually to learn it. My teacher was from Italy and went often, like they literally sponsored a trip to Italy, and so they would go often enough that she could keep up her skills in knowing Italian, which I think some people don't realize until some later times, that they've forgotten their native language at times. Get a friend who speaks the language, you'll pick up a lot of phrases through them. Yeah, that's part of why also I watch some Japanese streamers. and still watch a lot of subbed anime because I'm still picking things up. I'm still like understanding phrases and stuff. Because I hear them often enough, you know? Even if I'm not studying it. Excuse me. 100% my German is rusty now, yeah. Subbed anime is objectively superior. There are like 3 dubs that I've seen that I'd willingly watch. I understand that. Because I grew up watching some dubbed stuff, like, I did not know that there was subbed anime when I was young. There are times where I would prefer watching dubs, just because there's a certain level of... Oh, there's the photo board. Like... vocal acting that I kind of expect at that point that I can't always get in subbed. I knew I should have taken a picture there. Oh, I guess I should have taken a picture there too. Like, I can't watch the new dub of Sailor Moon, of the new anime and all that. Or like they redubbed the original Sailor Moon anime, even though the original Sailor Moon anime already had the original dub. And I imagine it's because, you know, it was old enough and the original anime was edited. The new version is not. The original version had been edited, though, because of, like, Western ideas of what should be in a kid's cartoon and stuff like that, you know? And it's one of those things where, like, hey, localizers, I don't mind certain things being localized. Like, I think people have a weird obsession with hating the way that modern English slang gets put into some animes these days, like boggers and stuff like that. But, like, I'm sure there's some equivalent in that language, and they're simply trying to, like, make that understanding of language, you know, work. There are some that are, like, I think too much, but also, it's also part of the reason that I don't watch many anime about high school anymore, because in general, it's just not the vibe anymore, you know? I've been out of school for a really long time, even college, and I don't really think of stuff that way anymore. So if it gets localized in a certain way that has modern slang and all of that, I don't really mind too much. It's not my place anymore. Some make sense, but recently a large amount of them straight up abuse their powers and just make it completely different. Yeah, I can see that. I heard that the changes made in, what was it? Kobayashi-sama were pretty egregious, actually. And I didn't know because I was watching the subbed. And I think I, at the time, was still watching certain, what's the word? Not pirate, but like other websites, you know? other than Crunchyroll. So I don't think I watched more than maybe the first episode of the Kobayashi dub. Just to, you know, see how it was looking. Oh, we've circled back around. Okay, I'll go this way this time. This is the way we came from originally. The only shitty localization I'll accept is ghost stories. I wouldn't consider the ghost story one a localization. It wasn't really based on anything that was actually within the story, you know? So, yeah, you'd never pirate because that's illegal. Exactly. I would never do such a thing at all. That's very pretty. But I mean, I'm also more of a manga reader these days. It's just more time efficient. And I think I've actually, like, genuinely, cut down on, reading scanlations compared to how much I used to. I think the only way I used to read manga was through scanlations. It was just more accessible, there was more variety, and I felt like I could actually find things that I wanted to read. But these days, I think a lot of the things that I am interested in eventually get picked up somewhere, you know? There's still some places where I read scanlations and all that. But that's just because I know that those will never get localized. But I was super surprised when I found out that The Climber was finally getting, like, an English release by Shinichi Sakamoto. Because even though Innocent did really well, it took a really long time for that to get brought over. You give Fujoshi. Listen. I have a lot of Fujoshi friends. And I typically hang out in those communities because I am a girl. So. So funny because the dub that's nothing like the source material is 10 times more popular than the original. For ghost stories, yes. I'm reading it for a friend. No, it's not like that. It's more like I have a lot of friends who talk about, you know, really popular, like, yaois and things like that. And Yuri's been getting a lot more popular, too. I've read quite a few new Yuri stuff. I was really happy when, oh my gosh, what's it called? The Green Yuri. I was really happy when that started popping off on Twitter because I had read some of those original, like, comic pages when that creator originally posted them, like, however many years ago at this point. It got greenlit for an anime, yes, and I was so happy. I was so happy when that started popping off with Love Bullet, because Love Bullet I saw a pretty long time ago as well, and it was so surprising to see that happen, and I've noticed that a lot more recently. There was another one by an artist. Oh, it's one that's getting delayed a whole bunch, but I am so excited for it because I had been following the artist on Tumblr for a really long time, and they posted a bunch of, like, JoJo fan art back when that was really popular. And that's another one that recently the manga got picked up by somewhere and it's just been delayed a bunch. Was so happy when Love Bullet raised enough funds to continue. Yeah. And it still got that consistent audience, like enough people genuinely engaged with it to like keep it running. There was quite a few people who after that tried to do similar, like they tried to promote their manga, and I think there were a few people that genuinely engaged with those as well. But I think Love Bullet was really like the peak popularity of it. What's going on here? We flipped sides. We flipped exits. Huh. But it made me really excited to see, like, if publishers were going to then become really interested in finding independent manga and trying to platform them a bit more. If it meant that they were finding new audiences that would genuinely purchase and engage with those stories, you know? Because I think some shonen gets hyped up really, really big, but doesn't really get engaged with the same way in means of like purchasing and stuff like that. Damn, I'm finding all the foxes. I've always preferred Yuri to yaoi because there's so much yaoi that is just stale and repetitive now. I would agree. There was one yaoi that I read, like, there's a picture over here that I have to take. Hold on. There was a yaoi that I read a few years ago that was actually a horror yaoi. And I was really surprised by it. Because I'm so used to, like, very loving or stuff like that yaoi where they're just happy, you know, or they're like miscommunicating, but there's like seme and uke dynamics and all that. But this one was like pretty cool. I think the name of it was Color Recipe, and it was very scary. Like, I think it was around the time that killing stalking became really popular that I found it. I guess because people were like looking for other horror yaoi and BL and all that, so it somehow got like suggested to me again when I was reading Scanalations. But it was one of those ones that genuinely surprised me when I read it, because it started off seeming very, you know, trope-esque with the way yaoi and BL goes, and then slowly became genuinely scary. Like in the way that I think Killing Stalking could have been scary, but instead was just like too egregious. You know, it wasn't atmospheric enough before it became scary. And I didn't read very much of Killing Stalking, even though it was really popular, you know. I read maybe like the first 5 or 6 chapters. Wasn't really all that much to me. Wasn't really my vibe. But Color Recipe was really good. This was one of the pictures? What the heck? I also prefer Yuri because girls are hot, but I understand that. As a bi, you know, I like both. Both are pretty good. I think I heard of it, just never picked it up. I read a couple chapters, then dropped it, TBH. Are you talking about Killing Stalking? Because I understand that. Paper planes. Paper planes! There it goes. Time to litter again. I'm not... I'm not littering. It's just... It's digital paper. It'll disappear eventually. Same, I'm a lot more specific for my men. Yeah, I know that feeling too. Whoops. Ooh. What was I saying? But yeah. To roll it back just a tiny bit. A lot of my friends are very into BL still and yaoi. I don't really read it as much. These days, I think most of the stories that I read are seinen. But I still hang out a lot in Fujoshi communities because there's still a lot of women there, you know? It's just easier to get general recommendations and stuff when looking for... There we go. There you are. Recommendations for new things. So I have some friends who go feral over yaoi still. Yeah, there's one that one of my friends suggested to me a while back. That was... I can't remember the name of it. It was some guys in like a death match of some sort on an island or something like that. I don't know. I saw the cover and I was like, all right, that's a little silly. And I just decided not to read it, so. But it was still like fun to hear about. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. Try to peek over the gate. But yeah, I think honestly the most of the stuff that I read these days are either josei or seinen. Most of them are probably seinen. Part of that is also because of my interests in artists. I really like what was I just saying? Sorry, I got really distracted by how pretty that was. I was talking about Innocent earlier. I really like Shinichi Sakamoto's work. And it's very much like my vibe in a lot of ways. If you ever want an actual lesbian book instead of Yuri, Afterlove by Tanya Byron. Byron. I might have to check that out. There's a book that I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks recently. There's one that I started recently that I'm thinking is not like lesbians. It feels like one that's gonna develop into like a girl having powers over a demon. I say a girl, but it's definitely like an adult woman who's like working as a servant to an old lady. But there were points where like this younger lady talking to this older lady was giving like lesbian vibes. I was like, are they about to make out or something? Is this about to turn into a romance between these two? And it didn't so far, but it was very much giving that vibe. Such a sad book, but it's so good. Would highly recommend it if you actually read books. Yeah, I've been trying to read stuff. I can't really read stuff, but I will listen to audiobooks a lot. I recently finished a really sad one. I listened to the memoir of Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis Presley's daughter, who passed away a couple years ago. And that one was really sad, but it was also really interesting in a way. It was almost, I don't want to say cathartic, but... Do you see those sparkles? That's so pretty. It feels like it's supposed to be like fireflies almost. Oh! I'm looking through the door. I'm peeking through the door. I've also been listening to a lot of general nonfiction stuff because I'm interested in learning some new things, some philosophical, not philosophical, but like, well, maybe philosophical things. A lot of people have been talking about the book Status and Culture, and it's one of those ones that I've heard enough times people mentioning it now that I'm like, I should probably at least check that out. And I did start it. It's a little slow in the beginning because, you know, they're talking literally about like studying the way society considers status and culture with capitalism and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of slow moving, but it's interesting. Never heard anyone mention it. A lot of the people that I hearing mention it are like CJ the X. There was one fashion YouTuber that I was watching for a little bit who was doing... She lived in Japan for a while, and she was talking about the way Japanese modern styles have kind of adapted in ways, and how she sort of interprets that into her own style. I actually watch a decent amount of fashion YouTubers just because I like style aesthetics and stuff. And it's nice art reference sometimes. What were we talking about? Oh, excuse me. Oh, it came out of nowhere. Excuse me, bud. I didn't mention this recently, but my dogs are in my room as well. So if you hear sneezing, that is not me. It's them. Or barking, you know, that's them. I was talking about Innocent a while back. A few minutes ago. Pet them right now. I can't. He's laying down way over there. Hey! Loki. Baba. Just licking his butt. Had to make him stop. His name is Loki. The other one is Nora. Why was I talking about Innocent? Talking about seinen and stuff that I was reading. There was another seinen. Oh, there's an anime right now going for Kowloon project or something like that. Prospect. I don't know. Complex. Kowloon Complex. That was interesting, actually. It's very obviously a seinen, like the way that they draw the main female versus the guy. Like, they could draw him way more attractive if they wanted to, but, like, they don't. But they draw her, like, super sexy. And that's one of those things where I'm interested in reading the manga versus watching this anime of it, because I'll be interested to know how differently the two characters are done in that versus the anime. Because I also noticed that in Yakuza Fiance, which is an anime that I kind of binge watched recently, like a few months ago at this point. But I actually really enjoyed. I was kind of surprised how much I actually ended up liking it. When I first watched it, I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of goofy in ways. But watching it in full was like, it was pretty good. Why did you slow turn around like a Minecraft ARG protagonist? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, what did I slow turn? Back up here? I think I was trying to decide which way to go, because I think this map's actually a lot smaller than the other ones. I feel like I've looped around somewhere. I've looped around this area quite a few times now, actually. Earlier, you just slow turn randomly. Maybe I thought I heard something. There's quite a few, like, little noise cues in the game. You think I can get that cat to run by again? Probably not. But there's little random noise cues in the game that are, like, little branch snapping sounds and stuff like that. So, what's the last picture that we need? Hold on. Oh, we still have 2 more. I haven't seen this one. The Nari statue? Maybe that's like back in the forest somewhere? Let's try going here. Whoops. Huh? This is not where I want to go. Hold on. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. You give getting lost even with a map? No! I'm actually really good about using maps. There's so many of these gates that certain parts of it all look the same. And I'm much better with, like, landmarks and stuff like that. I think it was this way. There's, like, a path that I'm thinking of where that statue could be. But I'm actually quite using it, maps in games. And they're good, Yuri. I love it. Ah, cat! I missed it. I totally missed it. I'm gonna get that cat. I'm gonna get a picture of that cat. Wait. That was a black cat. Did I just get bad luck? Is this game secretly like a horror anxiety game? It's starting to feel like it. It's starting to really, really feel like it. First the portal, now this. As if the void space wasn't like horror game enough. Let's try going over here. I feel like there's something over here. I love Amy though. That sounds vaguely familiar. There's Lines in Motion, another YouTuber that I watch, who kind of is the reason that I felt comfortable making videos on anime and stuff. Talked about some recommendations they had recently of like LGBTQ stories, manga specifically. And one of them that I've been meaning to read is I think To Strip the Flesh, which it's not a Yuri or a yaoi, it's just like I believe it's a trans story. I heard the bling. I heard it. I heard the ping. Haha. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Hold on. Nope, I can't. Oh. It made me take it before I could take the picture. That's okay. But they also had a few Yuri recommendations. One of which was, I think, How Do We Relationship? Which is one that I've heard about for a while now. And I think I do want to check out. I'm trying to see how I can get to this gate over here. If I can. But I don't think that I can. Unless it's part of the secret area. That's a decent one. How Do We Relationship is? That's good. I've heard about it for a really long time, so I am excited to read it when I have the chance. is very horny, though. That doesn't surprise me. I think I might have started reading it, actually, when I really think about it. I'm going down the wrong side very purposefully. But I don't really know. Like you. You're PNG? What do you mean? Oh. Because I have giant horns. I see. I totally forgot what I was saying. But they had quite a few good recommendations on there, on that video. I did, I think, share it in my post recently on YouTube, my community post, so. Where do I look for this thing? You're so ADHD. Listen, I may be undiagnosed, but I can feel the chemicals in my brain are wrong. And it's been long enough that, like, if it's not that, it's gotta be something, you know? Okay, now I do actually feel lost. I know where this goes, but, like, I really can't imagine where that statue might be. Let's follow the general path, though. This was the original, like, opening path. I'd recommend, if they didn't recommend the green Yuri, they don't know anything. I think they talked about the green Yuri long enough ago, in, like, the Love Bullet video. They had a video specifically about Love Bullet and the whole situation, like, of the Twitter support and all of that. So, they know what they're talking about. But there was another one that they talked about where it's two co-workers and they're essentially different people when they're out of work. Like, they dress very differently, act a little differently, that kind of thing. Oh, I can hear a ping. It's this one? That they also very much liked. Oh, it's right there. Thank you. OMG, yes, I love that one. Yeah, that's one that I was looking at and I was like, the art looks very familiar. And it's because I saw that one also pop off on Twitter a few months ago. And I was like, wow, I love the designs for the characters and all of that. It's very beautiful. And it has that dichotomy that I like. That, like, difference in style. They're not complete opposites of each other, but opposite enough that it's very nice. We've been that way. It makes them both distinct, but they also, like, mesh really well. We're back to the lake. Okay. Let's see. Let me check my map. Not my map. Pictures. Oh, there's one here that's in the city. Let's see. I'll travel here. Pretty sure this other one's over here somewhere. The one where the guy dresses Lolita and the girl dresses Punk? Yeah! That's the one. And, I really like that. I think as a trope, it's kind of played out a little bit. I've seen that trope in quite a few, not stories, but in pictures. I've seen a lot of illustrations done that way. And it's one of those ones that is still very nice no matter how many times it gets done, you know? because the styles are like so different from each other. It's so interesting in that way, you know. Let me see if I can actually read this map. Because... oh, excuse me. That was a big one. Let's see. Oh, we're here. We're down at the bottom here. Okay. So I'm looking for somewhere where there can be an outcropping for a statue. Maybe there? There's like a single gate for it. Or maybe they're saying that it's over here by putting the picture over here. We might try going there then. So I should go this way? Maybe? As if the town is over here, then the path... no way to know unless you walk over, I guess. Yeah, it's feeling that way. I think we'll try this way then. Straight, and then maybe to the left? It looks like we're supposed to cross water, if that's the case. Otherwise, it'll be somewhere over here. So we'll give it a go. Is that a QR code? Yeah, I imagine it's like an advertising thing. Here, I'll zoom in on it. Oop. And pull up the photo. I'll scan it. Where's it go? Oh, it takes you to the game. It takes you to a Twitter post. Oh, it's the real life pictures, yeah. This person is actually the developer. Oh, and they show, if you go to their Twitter, it's like the third post there. That's the viewpoint thing that I was talking about, where you can see like the level of detail between the really far distant pieces of the map versus like the low ground versions of it. It's very cool. Again, the developer is one guy. It's just this one dude. So it took like 5 years, I think, to make. But it's very good. I love it. I might have to try and remember to link the game at some point. I'll probably put it in the VOD description. But he has a whole bunch of stuff about the whole development of the game and all of that. I'm so certain that it's somewhere around here. Okay, hold on. We were following the gates across the way, right? That was the idea. We came from down there, we're following the gates. And this is that little split. We go to the right side because we're good. We're good people. We're gonna follow the instructions. It's gonna be so funny if you walk past it like 10 times. Listen. Listen. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. If we walk by it a whole bunch and we're not seeing it. Let me check the map here now. See where it says we are. Oh, yes, okay. So, no, that's where we just were. I'm going crazy, right? Because that's the dot of where we just were. That's not where we are right now, though. So, but does that mean that that's not where we just were? Oh, no. Oh, no. We're lost. I'm lost. We're never leaving this mountain. Let's see. I'll try and think about it a little bit more here. Hold on. Let me focus. Okay. So... there was no beach. There was a small river. There's no town on this map. So, unless the town's, again, no, somewhere over here, maybe over here even? I feel like this isn't accurate to where we are. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna fast travel this logic. So there's this place. We're gonna go left, and then if we don't find it left, we're gonna go right. And then we'll figure it out that way. So this takes us back of where we were earlier. I think I've wandered this way actually quite a bit. Because this will take us back to the first initial place. So we're gonna go right now. Oh, I might have to go get some water in a minute here. I think I'm going backwards of where I went a little bit ago. Yes, this is why I wasn't coming down this path earlier when we were over here. Because I felt like we had been down this way. So, fast travel back to here. I guess it wasn't very hard to get lost walking around the lake, because walking around the lake, I was about to say, how dry is your throat? I've been getting over being sick for like almost 3 weeks now. I'm not like sick, but allergies in my area have been super bad lately. I was coughing hard enough though for like 2 weeks that I had to go to the doctor, and she was basically like, you've been coughing long enough that I have to give you some antibiotics just to make sure like you're not getting an infection of some sort. But allergies are just really bad this season, and that's basically what she was like saying, is just allergies are bad. So but my throat isn't actually like super dry. It's just that there's a bunch of mucus, so it's like clogging up my throat. So let's see. We've been this way before. I came down that way recently, so maybe we'll check a bit more over here, because I'm pretty sure I went up that way. But yeah, I was like bored enough though of just waiting for myself to get better that I decided it was just time to stream, you know? And this will take me back to the town. You know, I didn't consider that it might be in an outcropping somewhere here within the town. So we'll take a quick look just to be sure. So that's why I've been coughing a lot too. All the mucus and stuff is just clogged up enough that I have to cough it out. You didn't fully explore the town, to be fair. Yeah, it felt like it. It doesn't feel like it's a very big space, though. Like, that'll take me out of the town. And it feels like it's more of like a single street. There's definitely some places that are barred off. And I can't open doors or things like that, so I'm watching for like little turn exits and stuff like that, little alleys. Just need to find that damn fourth Chaos Emerald. Yeah. And now we're back here. Maybe I guess I didn't check in here, did I? Oh, look at that. There's a collectible. Oh, we're missing only one collectible from this level. That's very nice. Let's see. I think I'm hearing the trees shift. Let's see. There's no little alleys or anything. And now we're back here, which is where we were earlier when we took a picture of that place up there with a photo board. Okay. We'll teleport back to this intersection, and I will go this way. I want to find another portal. I want to get through this level so we can get a portal. I want to see the Eldritch Gods. Oh, this is... Okay, I see. So this connects both sides of town. I figured that was the case when I, like, saw that it was the bamboo forest, but... Okay. So, we'll go back to... I can't really think of somewhere else that I could be missing it from, you know? Oh, I just deleted that picture, and I meant to teleport there. Darn it, why can't I find horrors beyond human comprehension? Yes, that's exactly my mood. I really like Eldritch and, like, little existential horror things like that. Because they feel so unique to this perspective of the developer. Like, oh, you do kind of see, like, the eeriness that can be found here and sort of acknowledge it. Okay, so this is the photo board. Which, this feels actually close enough to it with these big torii gates that I feel like it should be somewhere nearby. But it's not. So I'm gonna just find some gates and start following them as far as I can go. As far as it'll take me. As long as it's moving upwards. We'll take a picture here so I can fast travel here. Because this is a rest stop right here. I recognize this from, it was a show that I watched recently where I think it's called, like, Kyo-chan's Morning in, I don't remember. But she's a girl working in Osaka, I think. And she's living with a bunch of geisha in training, and she's making their meals. She was a geisha in training, and she wasn't doing great. So they were about to send her home, but then their usual lady like got sick. And I was watching the live action version of it, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Okay, we'll go this way. I've heard of it. Yeah, it's really good. I haven't finished it just yet. Okay, so this is the bamboo, which will loop us back into the town. It was really good. I really enjoyed actually the live action show a lot. It's on Netflix, so but it's one of those ones that like I was reading because the food looked really good and it was all just really comfortable to read. It was very chill. At this point, pull up a YouTube tutorial. It feels like I should. It feels like I should just look for a walkthrough map. But I'll go through these torii gates, see where they drop me off, and go from there. But it was really good. I was gonna watch. They had a CGI anime, those like 3D models, and I was gonna watch that as well, but it just kind of got away from me. And I haven't watched it just yet. I didn't hear anything bad about it. I didn't hear anything good about it. But I also hadn't heard about it until really recently, when I think the manga ended. So I'm trying to follow the gates up the mountain just to see if it will actually take me up the mountain, you know? Have you played Enna's Barbecue Dream yet? No, I really want to. I really, really want to. Oh, we're back here. Okay. This feels like good progress. I really, really want to. Everyone's been drawing different Enna OC fan art. And like, I say Enna, but it's Enna. It's free, just play it. I know. I want to. It's just about having the time to. I think that's going back down. So let me check this area. Yes. Okay. So this is where the gate is. This is where we exit. Let me. Boop. Nope. Boop. But I've seen enough like stuff recently about it that I'm getting to the point that I will be watching it. So watching it, playing it. Sorry. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right. Oh. Hold on. Are we still live? Okay, we're good. I was worried for a second because I came back, looked at my OBS, and it was in the red for my kilobytes per second there. But I imagine that's because I clicked back on, you know. Excuse me. All right. So, let's see. What are we gonna do about this shrine that we're missing? I'll try following the gate still, because it feels like the way that the picture looks on the thing, it feels like it should be, you know, at the end of a gate path or something like that. So, hopefully it takes us there. I got water. I let the dogs out. Ooh, let the dogs out. Me. And feel good. It's pretty nice out today, honestly. Kind of wanted to let dogs just kind of hang out. So, but actually sleeping already. Oh, there's a little path there. There's a little path there. Do you see it? There's a little path there. No doubt. We're following the gates. We're following the gates. Okay. So there's this, right? I took the picture so we can fast travel here, if need be. It feels like I should be able to get over there. Somewhere. Right? Maybe I should turn on the boundary line thing. Yeah, whatever you say. Listen. Preferences, boundary sense on. Okay, there we go. Okay, I guess I can't go over there. Okay, I guess I can't go over there. Hold on. Look at me. I'm just using the boundary line at this point. So I can't go that way. Let's keep following the Torii gates then. That's very helpful though, to know that I can't actually go over there, because it's very pretty. It's very nice. I took a picture of this earlier too, right? So, now which way do we go? I'm going this way for now. Can always fast travel back. Oh, there's a path here. There's a path here. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. We did it. I bet this is where it is. It kind of sucks that I had to turn on the boundary line to figure that out, but there it is! It was just really well hidden. Alright. We've done it. We've gotten all of them. Let's see what the alternate map looks like, and then hopefully we'll get to see horrors unknown. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, where's the photo board? Photo board, there it is. There it is! Okay, and then I took a picture of the gate as well, the lock. So, whoops. There we go. There we are. Here we go. On my way. Oh, I can turn off boundary sense now, I guess. There we go. That's a very nice thing to have, too, though. Like, just in general. I'm sure there's people who all kind of wander the map and would prefer having that kind of knowledge that, yes, you can't go this way. No, you have to go this way kind of thing. Oh, it's loading. Ooh, a rainy Japan. That's not quite what I was expecting, but that's nice. A rainy level. Ooh, it's so mysterious. The lights are on. Hell yeah, lamps. I was assuming it'd be sakura trees. There's probably not. Am I crazy, or does it look more abandoned? Oh no, it's just the little light coming through the trees. It looks very horror game-esque. Yeah, I think there's not maybe as many sakura trees in this area. Maybe if they had like put some down there, you know? Are you a moth or something? Why are you so hype over lamps? But it's just, it's nice. It's nice. You know? It's pretty. I really like the glow of like paper lanterns and stuff like that. It's so pretty. Maybe I am a moth. Maybe I am. So what if I am? It's so pretty. The dynamic lighting is what I mean is pretty, not necessarily like the lamp itself. But it's very cool, you know? Did we ever find the last collectible whatchamacallit? I didn't get a boat this time. Littering. Why aren't they flying? I mean, I guess it's raining, so. That one went pretty far, actually. Hey, puppy. Hey, mama. What's up? Okay. Sorry, my dog jumped up really suddenly, so I'm concerned because you're clearly a goat creature. I know, but sorry, I was petting my dog. She was very cute. I totally forgot what I was about to say. I was gonna say something, but I don't remember what it was. Hold on. I'm kind of like I'm kind of like Jacksepticeye in that way, that if a game has really, really nice dynamic lighting and stuff like that, like if it's just really pretty and they do something really interesting with it, I really like it. Let's just cut across. Why not? I was hoping for a void sooner. I suppose that was... There wasn't a diverging path in that one. In this map, like there was in the other one. Oh, do you think maybe it could be on the wrong side, or here? Over here, maybe? I actually really like that. The way that the light reflects off the water on the sidewalk. It's very pretty. All I can say right now is it's very pretty. So let's walk up the wrong side. Because I feel like if the void path was going to be somewhere and it wasn't back there, it might be here. But I also had to boat over to it before. Oh! They gave me a little umbrella! Oh my gosh, that's so cute! I love that. I love that. It's so nice. Oh, the little sounds. I haven't said it. I mean, I guess I kind of said it when I was talking about, like, hearing things in the forest, but the audio design in the game, the whole, like, music, the sound design of, like, little things like the rain falling on the umbrella, on the sidewalk, that kind of stuff, it's all really, really nice. It's very... It's not quite ASMR, but it's like almost there. It reminds me of when I played, what's that game where you, like, pack up your house? Unpacking. I love the sound design in Unpacking. I'm going in the weird direction of the path again. Let's try going back up to the shrine. See if we can get the void. But Unpacking sound design was really nice because everything sounded like those little clinks of glass and stuff like that that are just so natural in a way that I really, really like. And they're really subtle, even though, like, it's a very important part of the game. It seems like such a subtle thing, but it's actually quite nice. I'm surprised they don't get a boat here. Fair. Just little things like that I like. That I've come to appreciate about games. Can I put the umbrella away? I don't like it bumping up against the thing. So spoiled. First you want to litter, now you want a boat? What more do you want? What do you mean? They gave me a boat in the last one. And it feels like I'm allowed to walk down there. Oh wait, if the boat unlocks something for me in the other level, maybe the umbrella unlocks something for me in this level? But I don't see how that would work the same way, you know? Oh, well, actually, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that making sense for... It's blocked off. This one is blocked with. What? Oh. It's there. That's the last statue. Oh. Unlock the next one. Maybe there was a spot with acid rain or something. So that unlocked France. But I can pick that up, can I? Because it's making the sound? But how do I get to it? I want to get to it. I was more so thinking that in the same way that I could, like, park the boat somewhere, I could maybe put the umbrella somewhere. Like, maybe put it on a statue or something that needs to be shaded. I wonder who this is. Because this is like a memorial statue, yeah? I wonder. I suppose I do have D-Bell. I could just try translating it. But that's kind of why I wanted to go down that path, so I could put this on the statue that's down there. Do you think if I teleport, I'll lose the rain? We're gonna try it. Because I want to teleport into the town. Well, no. Let me try teleporting here. Aha. Oh, but it's not raining. Maybe it only rains in certain parts of the map now. Can I leave this with you? Maybe it has to be raining. We'll try going into... Well, let me try this, because now I can switch the weather. Try walking back, and I'll try going into the town, because I feel like that would probably be really pretty as well. But I wonder... Oh, is it gone now? No, it's still there. Okay. I was about to be like, that's some, really subtle stuff if it was gone. Time for another 20 minutes of looking. It is essentially a walking simulator game, so... And honestly, I'm surprised it's been like 3 hours already. That's a... It's not very often that I get games like this, and I spend quite that long doing stuff. I mean, I guess there are a lot of levels, and it's a lot of the point of the game is to be looking around and stuff. But it's very nice. I yapped quite a bit more than I expected, honestly. But I wonder why they decided on this game, actually. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that it's a bad game or something like that. That's not what I mean. Or, like, it's a bad idea. But I wonder how they came up with it. Like, if they were just taking pictures and they were like, man, wouldn't it be nice if you could do that in a game? Or something like that. I wonder if that's what their thought process kind of was. Because it's very... It feels like one of those things that you might think about every so often. Like, it might come to you as an idea, and you're like, oh, I guess, but... Oh, camera flash, okay. There are 3 flash modes. Increase emphasis and clarity. Flash adds to your light. Can also create unnatural reflections or overexposure. Ooh. I didn't think about that. Ooh, I kind of like that, actually. Let's look at that picture, so I can show you what I mean. I like the way that the light bounces off both the umbrella and the torii gates. It's very nice. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see. You know, my brain just jumped back to talking about manga. I have been considering looking for some new manga. I know that there's quite a few new series out for shonen, because Shonen Jump ended so many series recently. Oops, sorry. I bumped my mic. But I wonder, in general, if there's any manga out there that have been going on that I've been missing out on. Because I don't really read scanlations anymore, unless it's for a series that I know nobody has. And I'm kind of interested to know. You know, what there is. I wanted to go back to the town, but I feel like I might have taken the long way around. I wonder if I can go through the bamboo forest. Oh! I think it's closed off. What pictures do we have? Oh, no, I can get to the town. I can take a picture of the town. Oh, interesting. Let's see. I'm not sure where this one is. There's a Torii gate. Oh, I do know where that one is. I do. That's that one Torii gate that's by itself that you can see in between the others. I don't know where that is though. No clue. I just kind of read. Yeah, that's mainly how I read manga as well. But I've wanted, you know, to find new stuff. Like, I don't think I would have read Innocent if I hadn't like actually trying to like find some stuff to read. And that's like one of my favorite manga to this day. My favorite manga is Magi and the Labyrinth of Magic, actually. And for no reason other than like it's just solid. It's just a solid story. Oh, I bet the cat's gonna run across my path at some point around here. I'm gonna keep the camera up. Here, I'll even do this. Cat. Run, cat, run. They didn't do it. They didn't do it because they knew I was watching for it. It's really pretty. Shooting mode practice. Didn't change. Oh yeah, it's the shutter priority thing. I know how to do that one. We're good. Actually, that is a good point. Maybe I'll try taking some shutter speed pictures here since it's all rainy. Let's see how that looked. Not especially special. I should change that setting. What cat? Are you okay, Grandma? Stop! There was a cat. There's a cat that keeps running across my path. Keeps spooking me. It's real. I know it is. It's haunting me. It's the spookiest thing in this game. These lamps aren't lit. This lamp isn't lit either. These ones. Not surprising. Okay, we're gonna take the picture here. I'm pretty sure it's here. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm pretty sure it's this. There we go. Okay, take your meds. Listen, I don't have any meds to take right now. Extras unlocked? What do you mean? God mode? Wait, that's actually kind of crazy. Orienteering endless. Drone boundary. Remove drone boundaries makes it possible to see unrendered geometry. Okay. Wait, so can I just... What does that mean? Off? On? On? I just walk through stuff? No. I assume that's what God mode would be. We'll try God mode. Endless. Launch God mode. Oh, it's particles and stuff. So I can like change the particles. I can make it snow. Let's go. Should I just make it super foggy? Snow. Oh, let's go. The wetness. Oh, because of the rain? More wind? Less wind? Let's make it less windy. Or is that more windy? No, that's less windy. Scattering. Let's make it super strong fog. We're gonna be in Silent Hill. We're gonna make it a little see-through. Density. Scattering. There we go. Okay. We're in Silent Hill now. Oh my god. Turn it into Silent Hill. I didn't even read that you said that. I was just thinking it. Oh my god. That's actually awesome though. I'm really excited for that new Silent Hill game. That takes place in Japan. What is it? Silent Hill F? That's so exciting, dude. I'm so ready. God, I love it. I love it. It's maybe a little heavy, but if I wanted to make it a different game, that's totally how you would do it. Let's see. I'll lessen the fog now. Fog influence. We'll turn it down. Reset all, actually. We'll just reset it. Bounce light. Whoa! Shadowing. I don't know what that's doing. Shadow clip. I essentially flashbanged the whole entire thing with that. We'll get a bit more bounce light. Whoa! Look at that. I suppose that's where you look at it. Hold on. Let me look at God mode again. So bounce light. Shadowing, shadow clip. Or maybe that just looks like that. It's the wetness. Yeah. Rain. Reset all. There we go. That's nice though. I like that. I like that that's an option. Definitely helps you like customize your experience, you know? You can take interesting pictures that way. Now, where was the other picture that we had to take? Did I take a picture of that photo board? I don't think I did. Hello? I totally heard something. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the way I'm moving around. Was that always red? Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Let's see. I did not take a picture of the new photo board. This time I heard nothing. Yeah, I think it was just some of the environmental sound or something. Let's see. Let's teleport back. I think here? I think this is probably closer to that photo board. Because I think I should take a picture of it just so I can get back to it easier. It was in this area? Yeah. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting my bearings. Once we get this void, I think we'll call it stream for today. Depending on how long this takes. But, hold on. What's this? Oh! How long are you gonna be streaming? Probably, like, depending on how long this takes. Wait, this is actual horror movie stuff. That's crazy. I love that. I love that they would do that. It's hard to look at, but I love that. That's very ominous looking. Okay, so the last one is among the Torii gates. And I'm pretty sure it's back this way. Man, that's so... I can tell that they had fun, like, coming up with ideas for extra things. Because I don't know that you would, like, think of this if you were making any other, like, chill, cozy game, you know? It feels like something you would put in if you wanted to, like, kind of have fun with it, you know? So there's a big Torii gate somewhere around here. In between these layered gates that you can see in the forest. And I remember seeing it a couple of times. And I was certain that I had taken a picture of it, but it might not have counted for this half of the level. Let's see. A little further down, maybe? We get back really fast. We're gonna change back to DSLR, because I do think that the filter on the video camera is a little strong. Hold on. And there's different weather effects for the levels. It's very nice. I guess that photo board's just gone. Which way do we go? Left or right? I'm kind of feeling what told you he was into pictures. I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know, the atmosphere, it feels very, like, oh, I would want to take pictures here. That's very cool. Definitely not the fact that his Instagram and Twitter are full of, like, hundreds of thousands of pictures that he took in preparation for this game. We're going left because I decided I want to go left. Dang, I should have gone right. I'm gonna go back and go right. There's a little house over there I want to see. We have this area in the other level, the other version of the level, right? I can't imagine it's that different. I'm gonna pull out the umbrella again. Ooh. There's lights on in that building. Oh. This is the red mailbox house. Okay. Hold on. It's giving weirdo stalker vibes. I'm taking a picture of a random person's house. What we're looking for right now is, in the last level, there was a void portal that opened up. It was very spooky, but very cool. So I'm hoping we can find one again. Because it was very cool. And there's apparently one on each level based on what I was reading on the Steam discussion board. Oh, wait. This is essentially where we were before, right? I think I can hear something. But I'm not sure if that's my imagination or not. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. I want the tape recorder. No, I want the tape recorder. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it disappeared when I did that. She's going crazy again, chat. I'm not. I was correct. It looks so cool. It's just such a good idea. It's just such a nice little idea. Here we go. It's time to go into the void again. I love that. I love the way the level, like, falls apart. Here we go. It's loading. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So we have Japan. That's where we just were, Kyoto. And then this one. Oh, I think this is Australia. I think it is. Is that sunscreen? Here we go. The first time it happened where the void appeared was so freaky, honestly. Hold on. It was kind of freaky. I thought it was a horror game on you. Yeah, I thought I was gonna go horror game as well. Sorry, someone came in and had a question. Why is it all blurry still? Oh, because I'm near the portal. So there's that portal. It's so cool. I just love it. We're stepping away from it. And this is the other level. This is technically the second level, which we've already unlocked, so it's just available. From Japan to Australia. The vibes are immaculate. Hello? What's this? A drone? Stop. I get a drone? Why is it beeping? Is it dying? I love that. Wait, this isn't even a level, is it? Because those are flip-flops. Where am I? I don't think this is a full level. Because the void is still open. Interesting. Maybe it is Australia. It's just like a part of the map that's closed off. Yeah, it says that it's Australia. Oh. It's like a secret part of the map. Interesting. I like that. I like that. So that must mean that the part that we went to in Iceland was also a secret part of the map. Going back in. I like that. I think this developer's pretty cool. They got some cool ideas. Wow, that's kind of beautiful. This is my website talking again. It reminds me of Ina from Hollow Life. I don't know why. I mean, it's very like the Torii Gate on an empty void area. Ina is my Oshi, so I just have her on the brain sometimes. Excuse me. But yeah. That's nice. I like that. So do I have the drone now? I don't. Maybe I do on the Australia level? And this is such a nice choice for this filter. I love it. But yeah, that was LushFoil Photography Sim. I'm gonna close the game. It'll probably help the frames a bit in a minute here. Not gonna lie, I don't really do corpo VTubers too often. Yeah, Hololife's really the only corpo that I follow these days. Most of everyone else is independent or like normal streamers. Watch a good mix of content, so. But again, this is an Annapurna game. The developer is Matt Newell, who, when we scanned that QR before, that was his Instagram.